Okay. Are we good to go? Morning, everyone. I think it's 9:40. So welcome to your morning yoga practice today. This is Zen Appeal. We're located inside Fit Appeal Studios in Texas. For those who might be far away, this is North Dallas, about 25 minutes or so is where we're located. So anyway, nice and fresh this morning. Woke up a bit sore. It happened, had a hard practice yesterday, so the body's ready for a nice morning stretch. So is the mind too. Mind's still kind of in that sleepy haze of morning, so you know, that kind of thing there. So it's kind of nice to have just let me move my body a little bit. Let me see what shows up in my body and in my mind today. I think the music might be kind of loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. Hold on one second. It feels loud to me. There. So it's very low until I get a mic, which I haven't done yet. I'm gonna leave it like that, but I will. So let's come into practice. Find your legs in some sort of cross shape. And just sitting in the center of your mat. You can rest the hands, just one on top of the other on the feet. Close the eyes or soften the eye gaze. Just move inside. So we're checking into practice. So let's start with our physical body. We check in there. We notice all that's going on with us today. Crown of the head to the toes, just observe all the sensations. We start to check in with our minds as well. Who is here today? Like I mentioned, for me, still, I guess, this morning sleepy version. Some of you might be blessed waking up with just full of energy, ready to go out and run a marathon. Some of us takes a minute to get to that place if we ever do. So, and it's okay, no matter what version that you have. This is the version you're going to practice with. So let go of any type of angst or emotional this, that, or the other. Just move into tangible, how you physically feel. Just notice it, outside looking in, and then we start to let it go. And we stay with the waves of our breath. Each breath has 2 waves. Inhale and exhale. Each wave has different sensations, also different intentions. See if you can notice the difference between each wave. Start to extend the arms on the knees. Take 4 finger and thumb together. Nice mudra. Pick up the chest. Try to find bellies pulled in, expanded ribs. So the head is nice, resting on top of the neck. The shoulders are still moving from a place of rest. So I'm lifted. A little bit more energy, gets still relaxed and calm. When you're ready, we'll take inhale together up the energy. Palms come together at the top in prayer. Nice and long in the spine. The side bodies and more expanded ribs. Exhale, let the hands come to the crown of your head. Symbolic of your spiritual truth, however that shows up for you today, in between the eyes. Third eye, guiding force, intuition, all the way down to heart center, heart chakra. Heart lotus, your Bahamut divine center. From this place of quiet, let's set the vibrational tone of practice, chanting Om 3 times, big breath. Thank you. Namaste. All right, let's lie down. Let's get started. So I have some extra light coming in today because the sun isn't so bright, but I can still tell I see it even with my eyes closed. It feels a bit brighter today, so let's see what that means in terms of the body. All right, so let's grow long here by taking the arms up by the ears, interlace and push the palms from crown of the head up behind you or up above you, however that translates in your mind. And then extend the length down the legs all the way into the toes, spreading the toes out, wiggle the toes, point the foot, flex the foot. Spread out the toes, feel the feet waking up, getting some movement there. Big squeeze, knees into the belly, check in. Legs falling to the right for twist. Oh. Up and over to the other side with the legs. Back to center with the knees into the belly. Take round and about with the knees and the legs. Just taking nice hip circles here. Move the other direction. Come back to a nice squeeze, and then our squeeze, our ball here, we're going to flatten out by moving the knees towards the armpits. You can see I'm pulling the knees off to the sides. Maybe you hold on with the hands or wrap around with the arms. And squeeze the thighs to the outer edges of your ribs. And let the feet move above the knees. Moving this into happy baby. We'll see how happy the baby is today. Oh, you know how it goes. Not so bad. All right, so we're going to play with the baby a little bit. Let the right leg go straight, fall off up to the right side. And then we'll shift this to the other side. Let the left leg go straight, or whatever straight is in your body. Falling off to the left side. We'll go again, over to the right. And left. And right. And left. So we're coming back to center. Legs can be bent, legs can be straight, whatever you have. And I'm trying to let my lower back, my sacrum, stay connected to the earth. Try to let my hips, my glutes stay also connected to the earth. So instead of tucking under the hips, I'm trying to be flat. One more breath. All right. Close the door. Legs come together up in the sky. We'll let left leg go down on your mat. Right leg take half the baby again. So now I'm taking a long stretch through the pelvis. Pressing both knees down to the earth. Ooh, that's a big stretch. Nice, easy breath. It doesn't have to be ujjayi. It's a very slow vinyasa we're doing today. If you want to stay with just the lahari pranayama, which is just wave breathing, you can notice the waves of your breath. That's kind of a nice place to be. It's like a pranayama light, right? Awareness of breath. Extend the right leg to the right. Just keep extending out of the legs as best you can. Ooh, that's a big stretch. And we'll come up in the sky with the right leg. So right leg is up above its own hip. Right side of my body, the right leg is facing, and the left leg hasn't changed much. And we'll pull the right leg in towards this right side of the body. I'm also going to catch the right side of my hip just in the crevice here and press down. It's just balancing out my hip and legs. The sun is coming. And so let's take another twist. Let the left leg go, or right leg go left. So over the body. And the hips I'm going to pull back so that I have a straight line from the crown of the head all the way down to my left heel. And still reaching the right arm right. So just stay here. Let the spine relax, the hip relax. I'm going to give my hip a little press down. I still feel as if it's rising up. towards the belly button. So I'm just going to press it down just a little bit, not in everything pressed, just a little bit. So from here, my bottom leg, left leg, I'm going to try to bend and catch. And then drop back into a twist, looking over the right shoulder towards you. So from here, I let go of the feet and send the legs up in the sky, but I'm leaving my right leg crossed on top of the left one, right? Or cross at the ankle joints at the top. I'm going to catch my legs and pull in just gently towards my head or my torso. I can feel a little shaky, try to happen on my right leg. From the hip flexor in the front and also hamstrings in the back. So these legs, I want to try to pick up to a bouncing pose. Just a nice variation of Navasana or boat pose. So inhale, rise. Keep lifting, chest up. Try to get out of the lower spine. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Let the legs come down, still crossed. Extend the arms up. Nice length, breath. Belly's in and fold. So try to fold from the hips forward. Let the arms rest on the earth. Head rest on the legs. And then, of course, if this shape is not happening for you, you can always tuck in this space here, a pillow or a block. I like pillows. It's much more satisfying. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, right leg. We'll pull the foot into the inner thigh. Let the knee open off to the side. From here, make sure the hips are facing the front of your head. Reach for the foot and see if you can find a flat back. Flat back, belly's in. And of course, if you can't catch the foot anywhere along the leg where you feel a flat back, find your breath and fold forward. And if you have bind in this pose, which I could take bind, I'm just not really interested in so much energy in the body right now. So I'm just going to be a little bit more relaxed in this pose. Two more breaths. Inhale, you rise up. Exhale, let's open the hip a little bit more. So keep opening right side. So now my hips facing mostly forward or you. Hands in front of the hips. Check in with left leg, still an external rotation. Knee up, toes up. Take breath and fold forward, whatever you have. Start to pick yourself up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right leg. Reaching back forward to meet the left. Bring the knees into the belly. Give yourself a squeeze. See if you can make a seated ball of a sort. And see what you notice. Right side for me feels definitely more open than the left. Makes sense. In the hip. So this ball, I'm going to roll a little bit. So be mindful here. I happen to be on thin carpet and 2 mats. So for me, it's going to feel a little bit more luxurious on the back of my body. So if you happen to be on a hard surface, probably won't feel as luxurious unless you have like the extra. So just be mindful. You have, everybody can roll on their spine. Just the hard surface might make it a little less uncomfortable. So it's not that you can't, it just, or shouldn't. It just might not be like the most rewarding sensation. So whenever you're ready, let's see what it feels like today. You get to go through the core a little bit here too. So we'll take about 5 to 6, just see what it feels like. That's 4 for me. A couple more. Last one. Okay, not so bad. Cross the legs. Tuck in. And we'll find box. A little bit of cow and cat, so spread out the fingers. Take inhale, cow. So heavy belly, just like a cow. Crown of the head comes up. Cat pose looks like Halloween cat. So we tug into the front body, chin to chest. Let the shoulder blades move away from each other. We go again, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last one, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Neutral spine, we'll bring the knees together. Right leg, start to extend back. Pick up, inhale, just a straight leg. Keep the hip facing down. Exhale, come forward. Foot outside of hand. Lizard. Push. Extend the leg. Inhale, extend. Sit back. And bend. Back leg tuck under, shift forward outside of the other hand. Take breath, toes out, heels in, sit down. So this is Molassan pose, garland pose, frog squat, yogi squat. I'm sure there's more names, but that's what it is. You choose your word. So anyway, feet flat to the earth. Make sure that the toes and the knees are pointing in the same direction. I'm just leaving my hands on the floor. Using my arms to help the legs press out. It's just what I'm doing here. The whole arm instead of just an elbow. You can have prayer hands too. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, close the heels. Just the heels, not the toes. Leave the toes pointing out. So we're going to take a version of this called Master Molassan, and it's still going to be a variation of the Master Molassan because the toes are outward. In the original poses that I've seen, the knees and toes move 2 different directions. Well, that's contradictory to what physiology says that we should do. So anatomy too. So we're going to stay here with it. Take breath, inhale, and exhale, sit down. So knees and toes pointing in the same direction. Whether you could get the hips down and keep the feet flat, that's going to be something different. There's space within the body that needs to happen. So you may notice the dorsiflexion of your feet. That's the short angle here that we have, where our shin is very close to the top of the foot. If you're in dance, you've probably heard this as a flexed foot. The pointed foot would be plantar flexion, the opposite of this, where this angle here in the ankle and shin on top of the foot is much greater, like a flat line. It's a pointed foot. But it's plantar flexion for the point, dorsiflexion for the short angle or the flexed foot. Hands to the earth. Let's lengthen the legs. Inhale and close the big toes. So now all the toes, everything is pointing forward. Take breath and fold here. Soften the knees. Inhale, rise up. Chair. Mountain, exhale. Interlace the fingers. Extend the arms back behind the ears. Expand the ribs. Feel a cow spine here. We just a minute ago took cow, so it should feel similar. Samasthiti. Arms just down by the side button. Prepare. So we're going to make our way to the other side of our mat and start shifting into left side of just this. But we'll take some more poses along the way. So inhale, reach up, arms up, mountain. On the exhale, bend the knees so we can step the right leg back. Turn it all the way around to face the back of the mat and triangle pose. So my right foot's going to lead the way. Toes pointing to the back of the mat. Left toes are pointing towards you. Hips kick back, extend, reach forward, take breath. Exhale, start to go in. You can go for the slide down the leg. Find that place that's comfortable for you. Eyes up at the top hand. Hold here. Inhale, come up, lean back. So stay in line with the legs. Just simply leaning back, let the right side of your body start to open. Inhale, we come up, arms parallel to the earth. On the exhale, we spiral the front foot. Come down to lunge on knee. So the hands split the front foot, back heel comes up, knee points down in the back and drop the back knee down to the earth. So now we're in lunge, which is different from the lizard we were in a minute ago. Here, we'll let the front leg extend too. Inhale, extend front leg. Bend, front leg. Interlace the fingers. Push out, up and away. So that same mountain pose stretch we did a minute ago, we try to find here. A little help for the hips to stretch, release the hands, catch the back of the hips with the heel of the hands, shoulder blades still squeezing, let the head fall back. And release, hands down to the earth, split the front leg. Right leg, release, off to the right. Foot flat, toes forward, big breath. It's a straight leg. Let the hips come back, fold down. Inhale, we pick the hips up. Exhale, forward. Right leg, let it bend like two sides of a box or half of a frog split. Plant the hands and pick the chest up. If you didn't stay up, you can add a little bit of bend in the back leg to the tail. See what that feels like. Release the tail, come down to the belly. Let the right leg turn like tree pose, foot on the inner thigh, knee off to the side, rise up again. Inhale out. Exhale down. So now our tree will have a branch, so extend straightly to the right. And here I'm going to stay on the inside of my foot on the right until I press up, and then the toes will point up in the sky. Inhale up. And down. Releasing right leg to meet left. Right arm reaches right. Push open. Left leg bend. Chest and shoulder stretch here. Just a big stretch for the shoulder and the chest on the right. And then coming back to center, release your arm. Pull the knees in like fetal position. It's a nice moment of rest. Start to pick up the spine. So unravel the hands to the earth. Pick up the spine, inhale up. And then let the legs point to the back of your mat. Inhale, we open. Exhale, contract. So we're rolling down the spine, one vertebra at a time, all the way back. Long body stretch. Knees into the belly, squeeze. Flattening out your ball here. Opening up the knees. Scoot back. This is my most comfy spot. It's in the center of both mats. So wrap the arms around the knees and squeeze the thighs to the outer edges of your mat. Check back in with baby. Definitely feel more space in right side than left, but that would be, and of course, because we've just moved through the entire right side, but not that much left. But left is not getting zero stretch or space. It does get some, but differently, right? So now we're going to turn that different space into the right and let the left side space start to find the same sensations as the right just did. So we can play with our baby again, maybe a little bit more intentional with the space because we're more open. So pulling the legs apart, right? Left leg, knee goes left, right side press down with the hands. Take that a little bit if you like that. Stay open. Holding on to the toes. Again, the lower back, press it down to the earth. Lower sacrum too. Back of the hips, the glutes. Try to leave them grounded. right. So we release and we let the legs close up in the sky. We'll let our right leg go down. And left one, take half big, long stretch. So actively pressing the right knee down to the earth as we're pulling the left one down to the earth. This side, I feel more resistance. Top of the hip on the right. Hip flexors. They need more stretch, which will happen. Left leg, extend. Left. All right, left leg up in front of its own hip. And again, I'm going to do the same little press down here in the corner where my hip and thigh fold while I'm pulling the leg into the torso and pressing the hip down just to keep balance in the pelvis. Woo. Nice releasing breath. Prepare for twist. Left leg goes across the body to the right. Remember to pull your hips back in line with your spine. Left arm reaching you or left. Maybe a little press down here, just a little. Ooh, I feel it in the glutes like crazy. That's what I did yesterday. It's interesting. All right, bottom leg bend. Catch with hand, if possible. This side feels definitely much more open than the other, but that definitely has, I feel tilted on the right side. We'll just say it's a thing. Long conversation for another day. All right, unravel here. We'll send the legs crossed, but up in the sky. So we have left leg in front or on top of the right one. And then from here, we gently, if we can, pull the legs in to the torso. It's a big IT band stretch on the left leg, top leg. All right, so this shape, we're going to bring up to a modified boat pose. So we try to keep the legs as is and rise up. Getting out of the lower spine if possible. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. We let the legs come down. Find the spine, nice and tall, reaching up. And start to fold, trying to fold from the hips first. But again, there'll be much variation for all of you who are watching, because maybe you can't take this fold, and that's okay. So again, remember, you can tuck something in to this empty space here. A nice pillow, of course, is much more comfortable, or anything at all to help give you comfort in a fold right now, this fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, left foot, inner thigh. Square hips to the back of your mat, in front of your mat now. Take breath and fold here. And again, if you can take the bind, if you like the bind, take it. I'm not going to take the bind today. I'm just going to align my leg bones in the correct place and then just fold on top. A little less energy. Inhale, pick up. I'm going to stay there longer. Exhale, open. Woo. My energy is lacking today. So we have half of an Upavishta, which is just a wide-legged fold. Hands in front. Take breath. And fold. Trying to keep the external rotation of the left, right side. All right, inhale, we start to rise. Exhale, left leg meets right. So we give ourselves a squeeze, seated ball. Woo. Much more balanced, but now something else is showing itself on the right side. That happens. So we're going to roll again. I'm just going to get into a better placing on my mat. If you're ready to roll, let's go. Remember, we're doing about 6. So just take your time. Two more for me. All right. So cross the legs, tuck under, and we shift into box pose. So last time here we did cow and cat. We're going to take our cow and cat up a little bit and take an 8-limbed pose. So we tuck the toes under, inhale, cow pose. On the exhale, the chest and chin come down to the mat. Inhale, rise up, use the legs to come up. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, push into the earth, find your cat spine and let the hips go all the way back to your feet. Take a little pause. Two more just like that. Let's go in, tuck the toes under, inhale, cow. Exhale, chest and chin. Use the legs, inhale, rise up. Exhale, tuck chin, push, half spine back. And again, take pause. One more. Tuck the toes, inhale, cow. Exhale, chest and chin. Use the legs, inhale up. Exhale, tuck chin, push through cat to send the hips back. Take pause. Inhale, we come up to box. Knees together. Then we reach our left leg up. Square the hips to the earth. We breathe. Exhale, foot outside of hand. Hips push forward. It's a big stretch. Inhale, extend the front leg. Exhale, bend front leg. Taking a pause here for a moment. Back foot, tuck under, let's move forward. Inhale, step outside of other hand. Toes out, heels in, take breath, drop back down, Malasana. So remember this pose, a bazillion names, yogi squat, frog squat, garland pose, all the same. I'm using my arms to just press the whole legs on both sides out. Not really giving it that much energy, just a little bit. Make sure your knees and toes point the same direction. Extend the legs, inhale. Let's bring our heels together, leaving the toes pointing out. So we're moving into variation of mass Malasana. Take breath, and we let the hips go down. So the knees are still pointing, are over the toes. Make it a fold, because sitting upright in this pose would not feel good. So leaving this forward. And it's a lot of dorsiflexion for the ankle. That's the flexed dancer's foot. And I'm just giving this side a little rock forward and back. It just feels right in this moment. All right, prepare to move. Hands down to the earth. Extend the legs. Inhale up. Close the feet, toes together, and fold. Getting ready to move. Chair poses first. So we soften the knees. Inhale, take chair. Up mountain. Interlace the fingers. Extend the arms back behind the ears. Try to find that same cow spine. Super long arms, expanded chest. Hold 3, 2, 1. Samasthiti. Arms down by center. All right. Moving into the other side. We soften the knees. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Start to step back with the left side. Left arm. Turn all the way around to triangle pose. So left foot leads the way, pointing to our old front of the mat. But now front of the mat. Right toes point towards you or me. Extend the arms out, kick forward, reach forward, and go in. You can slide down the thigh, eyes up at the top end. Triangle pose, extended. Lots of straight lines. Release. Inhale, rise up. Lean back. Left side body stretch. Inhale, we come up. Spiral the front foot with both hands. We soften both knees. Back, heel up, knee down. So there's the other softened knee in them. So we are here in lunge on knee. Interlace the fingers in front. That's that same mountain spine we did a minute ago. Inhale up. Expand, expand. Release the hands to help the hips stretch. Elbows squeeze in the back. Hold. And down. Front leg extend. And bend. All right, left leg will release. And send the left leg left. Take breath, sit back and fold. So left knee and toes go up as we forward fold on top of right thigh. Inhale, we pick up forward and down to the belly. Our left leg turns into 2 sides of a box. Pick up the spine. Whenever you're ready, rise up. Maybe the tail bend in the back. Release the tail. Come down to the belly. Left leg finds tree pose. Foot on the inner thigh. Inhale, rise up. Soften down. Left leg finds a tree branch. Extend left. And I'm still on the inside of my left foot with my straight left leg to the left of the tree branch. When I come up, external rotation will happen a little bit. Left knee and toes pointing up. Inhale. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Soften back down. Release the left leg to meet the right. Reach left arm left. Right leg bend. Chest and shoulder stretch on the left. Big stretch. Just stay and breathe. One more breath. So release the arms. The left arm. Find a nice fetal position here. Just tucking the knees in. Take rest. Start to pick up again. Plant the hands. Rise up, inhale. We let the legs extend forward. Front of the mat. Reaching tall. And fold. A little bit more hip. A little bit of twist. Inhale, we come up. I'm just going to turn to face you. Let right leg cross on top of left. So this is called LOOOOOOOONG. It's an easier version of the legs for this cow face pose. So just the lower half, knee pile, feet off to the side. Take a moment to let the hips, legs sit into this pose. Staying with awareness of my body and space. So I'm going to twist right. Left arm will reach outside of right thigh. Right hand will move behind the back, grow tall. Push away. Looking behind you. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, open the legs. So we'll let our legs just unravel to feet together, long. So this isn't like butterfly pose. This is like Supta Krimasana, sleeping tortoise pose. So still, again, just a variation, a gentler variation. So the head to the feet. Again, you can tuck in pillows into this empty space and folding. And let the head come down to feet. Arms can just extend forward. Two more breaths. Inhale, start to rise. Left leg on top. Gomukhasana legs. And again, I'm going to let my hips, legs, spine just sit in this pose for a moment. This side feels better than the other. All right, twisting left. So we have the right arm And we'll just slide outside of left thigh. Grow tall, left hand back. Push away. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. Same legs. Exhale, Sapta Krimasana. So longer butterfly legs. That's not butterfly. We want to have enough space for our head to find the feet with a nice long tortoise shell. So again, just with the variation, just let the head find the feet, take breath. You can always tuck the pillows in, that's quite wonderful. We'll have one of those pillow classes very soon. So just let the head rest, reaching the arms forward. Two more breaths. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, just extend the legs out of the knees. Just close the eyes and see if there's any other shape that would satisfy you in this moment. I feel one more shape. Or maybe 2 if you count Shavasana. So one more shape. Open up the legs. We've taken half, both sides. Ubudisha. You're just wide-legged fold. So here, to check in, you can use your own mat lines to see if you're in the same space. You can tell I did not place these mats equal. It's fine. Hands in front and fold forward. Trying to leave the knees and toes still pointing up. And again, pillow here if you need it in this empty space. 2 more breaths. Rising up. Inhale. From here, you're more than welcome to find Shavasana, which is lie flat again. And please do, so that you can find one Shavasana to the next Savasana. Or corpse pose, beginning and ending pose. Just to check back into your practice, I'm going to find just a comfortable sit to stay with you. Going to sit here with my awareness of my body. So if you are lying down in Shavasana, you're lying in awareness. We check in with our bodies. How do we feel now after this gentle flow? Just getting our sleep shapes off the body, getting the bed off of our backs. Finding a nice calm of mind. Finding balance in the body. Right side, left side, front of the body, back of the body. Just noticing all. If you have noticed all of these things, you can let go of all those awareness points or places and simply stay with the waves of your breath again. Remember each breath, 2 waves. Inhale and exhale. Different sensations, also different intentions between the two. Can you still notice the difference? I will leave you here in this nice, relaxed, calm state. Give yourself as much time here as you need. Remember, this is your practice. So breathe it all in. Take this time. Always a pleasure to lead you through your practice. I hope this one served you in some way. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Until next time. Namaste.